Hello student. Now I am explaining question number 25, that is write a program to display first n prime numbers. Display first n prime number means if the value of n is, suppose we have entered n equal to 5, means display first 5 prime numbers. First 5 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Means if we will enter the value of n 5, it will display the prime number up to 11, means it will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So display first n prime number means the displaying the prime numbers up to value of n. Okay, so first of all we have to enter the value of n. So for that we have taken import statement, import space java.util.scanner class n prime, method to display first n prime numbers. In void display we have created a scanner object, that is scr, enter a number, we have entered a number n. Suppose we have taken n equal to 5, we have entered n equal to 5, so our output should be like this. We have taken I and p. See, system.out.print first n prime numbers. So our output is like that: first n equal to 5, first 5 prime number. Okay. Now see the loop. I equal to 1. The value of I is 1. The value of I is 1, and there is no condition. There is no condition. The test expression is nothing. It is blank. It means this is the example of an infinite loop. This is the example of an infinite loop. Means there is no terminating point of this loop. Okay. So value of I is 1. The control directly move inside the loop. Inside the loop we have called a function check prime. The check prime function will accept the value of I and check it whether it is a prime or not. If the value of I is prime, this function will return true. This function will return true, and if this function will return true and true equal to true, the entire expression evaluates to true, then in that case that number will be printed as well as counted. See what happened. I equal to 1 in function check prime. In function check prime we have passed I. Here check prime is here. Check prime int x. The value we have supplied from or passed from I will be stored in variable x. Therefore the value of x is also 1. Okay, value of x is also 1. So to check prime, our logic is to count its number of factors. Our logic is to count the number of factors. If the number of factors of a number is 2, therefore it is a prime number. Okay, so the same process we have done. We are doing the same process. We are taking a number in x. We are finding the number of factors. Here C will store the number of factors, means C will count the number of factors of x. If the number of factors is equal to 2, it will return true. If number of factors are not equal to 2, it will return false. Okay. So see, for x equal to 1, we know x is not a prime, so this time this function will return false. False is here. Therefore, if this expression is false, this line and this line will not execute. Now I plus plus. The value of I is 2. There is no condition, therefore control directly move inside the loop. In check prime, this time the value of I is 2, so value of x is also 2. So we know 2 is a prime number, therefore from here this function will return true. True equal to true. So I equal true equal to true, therefore this condition is true. Here I will be printed, means first prime number will be printed, and the value of p is initialized as 0. So value of p is now 1. Value of p is now 1. First prime number is 2. As soon as the program will print the first prime number, it also count it. Okay. here this line will print the prime number and this line will count the prime number. Means we are printing it and we are counting it. We are printing the prime numbers as well as we are counting the same. Okay. So first prime number is printed, the value of p is 1. Again, here if p equal to n, the value of p is 1 and value of n is 5. They are not equal, therefore this line, the break statement will not execute. Again, I plus plus, the value of I is 3. There is no condition. Again the function check prime will be called. This time the value of I is 3, therefore value of x is also 3. So x is 3. This time the check prime function will check check and count the number of factors of 3. We know the 3 is prime number, therefore from here this function will return true. Student, how the check prime function will work I have explained in earlier program. Okay, so in my previous video it is available. If you have any doubt then you can watch that video also. So this is a prime, 3 is a prime number, so this time this is true, 3 will be printed and the value of p will be increased. Now the value of p is 2. Again if p equal to n, value of p is 2 and n is 5. Value of p is 2 and value of n is 5. So this time also this condition is false, the break will not execute. So again I plus plus, I is 4. I is 4. We have passed the in function check prime 4, the value of x is also 4 and we know 4 is not prime. So it will not execute and the value of p is also not increased. Again I plus plus, then this means 5, the x is also 5. We know the 5 is prime number, this time this condition is true, 5 is prime number, so this time this condition is true, 5 will be printed and the value of p will be increased up to 3. So this time p equal to 3, n equal to 5, this time also it is false, so break will not execute. Again I plus plus, it's 6, 6 is not prime, therefore not printed and not increase the value of p. 7, 7 is prime, so 7 will be printed and the value of p will be increased by 4 up to 4. So here it is 4 and 4 equal to 5, this time it is also false, the break will not execute. Again I plus plus, 8, 9, 10, these are not prime, 8, 9, 10 are not prime, 8, 9, 10 are not prime. Once again the value of I will be increased up to 11, so x equal to also 11 according to program. This time x is a prime number, therefore this function will return true, true. So I will be printed, means x 11 will be printed and p plus plus p will increase up to 5. The new value of p is 5. But now this time the value of p is 5. 5 equal to n. 5 equal to 5. This time this condition true. The break will be encountered and you know the function of break. Break is unconditional jump statement. It will terminate this loop. It will terminate this loop. Therefore, as soon as this condition is evaluates to true, the break will be executed and the break will terminate the loop. Now we are outside the loop. But till the time we have already printed the first n prime number and the value of n is 5. We have printed the first 5 prime numbers. Okay. So student, try to dry run yourself. Try to understand. Okay. Now in my next video I will come with some new programs. Means I will start the series programming. I already sent you the question. Okay. Thank you.